back some time now, but they're all in here. Light blinking away, all in. And the gates open there racing. And Harbelle had a brush with Soobpurb Dancer out of the barrier. Elvina's going forward, and likewise Savileo. They're the first couple now. Third, Soobpurb Dancer. Lately is going forward out wider on the track and passing Harbelle. Gamber's gone back to third, last out three wide. The rider Damien Thornton looking over, trying to get in. Brave Boy the inside of Perfect Encounter. So lately taking over now. Back to the seconds, Elvina. Third, the outside Savileo. Soobpurb Dancer keen fourth, and fifth, the outside Harbelle, who looks to have relaxed pretty well there. Gamber's out three wide still. Brave Boy's back nearer the inside, and last of all is Perfect Encounter. Up the Nudgy Road side, and Lately's in front by length and a half. Gamber's still out three wide, has to roll forward, goes up to the second, third Savileo, and back to fourth, the inside is Elvina. A length and a half to Harbelle, and shuffle back Soobpurb Dancer third last now, followed there by Brave Boy the inside, and also Perfect Encounter. Lately's in front, 1,200 metres left to run. Second, Gambu, a length and a half away. Third's Elvina Keen, and fourth, the outside is Savileo. Next defence is Soobpurb Dancer, followed by Harbelle now third last. Only Brave Boy and Perfect Encounter back behind Harbelle at the 1,000 metres marker. So Lately's in front by a length here, and second Gambu, and third's Elvina, fourth the outside Savileo as they head out towards the 850 metre marker. A length and a half is Soobpurb Dancer, Harbelle the outside, 2 lengths further back to Brave Boy, and still last of all is Perfect Encounter. So Lately down the side in front by a half length here, second Gambu, a length and a half away third is Savileo, passing Elvina at the 600 metres marker now. Further back to Harbelle going forward three wide. Soobpurb Dancer getting away from the rail, followed by Brave Boy second last. Not travelling well is Perfect Encounter. 400 metres left to run, and Lately here the inside, looming up Gambu. Quickly Savileo three wide, and Harbelle down the outside runs home. Further back to Elvina, Soobpurb Dancer, Brave Boy back behind those. Out wide here Savileo and Harbelle. Harbelle taking over. Can Savileo go with Harbelle? Further back to Soobpurb Dancer. Out wide Harbelle lugs in. It's just in front. Savileo comes back late. Soobpurb Dancer. Harbelle. I think maybe Harbelle a nose to Savileo and Soobpurb Dancer. Followed further back by Brave Boy lately. Then we had Gambu trailed over by Elvina. And last of all was Perfect Encounter. So good go. Only a small field. Harbelle will win from Savileo and Soobpurb Dancer. So Harbelle does enough to win number 4. Jimmy Ormond for Mark Curry. Mark had 2 in the field. He scratched top boy, went with Harbelle.
You know, at his leisure, then he's hard to catch.
Okay, let's look at Red Top. He probably gets a more genuinely run race today, I think. Tony and Matty Sears, CJ Graham.
Last start, he was 7th here over the 1,600, and you're right, it was very slowly run. He sort of settled 8th and just whacked away. Yeah, Bernie, just a little issue with the microphone. He just whacked away there in the home straight. So I was thinking further, but he's back to 1,350 metres, so I'm happy to risk him today.
All righty, let's look at Celestial Soul now. Harold Norman, Ricky Jamieson.
Yeah, he's 1 to 1,300 metres. He's got plenty of speed, and he's certainly going to be up on the pace there with prime asset. Well, I think he'll run okay, but not sure that he'll be there right at the end.
Always on show is the 6, Chris Lees and Jim Orman.
She hasn't raced for about 33 weeks, has had a couple of trials. The latest at Newcastle was all right. She jumped very awkwardly and she was sort of 3 lengths behind them, but worked home okay, but preferring to wait, although she does look very forward for a horse that hasn't raced for so long.
I Am Lethal is number 7, Chris Muntz, Kyle Wilson-Taylor.
Here he is, the big fella. He's a big horse and there's lots of changes. The barrier blanket not on today. They're taking the barrier extension off, the blinkers are off, the nose roll off, the tongue tie off. It means that we're at the crossroads. And everyone knows that. This horse was showing so much ability, in particular as an early 3-year-old. And he is dropping back to Wednesday company, and his last 2 Saturday races in Brisbane have been good enough to give him a chance here. It might be worth taking the punt on him one more time.
And he does look beautiful also. Okay, let's look at Rose of Duporth, Shuey Kendrick, Bailey Wheeler.
Yeah, I think Bailey's claim gives her a chance here of running in the top four, and she needs sort of every help to win a race at this level.
Sammy Collett rides the 9 Byron Eyes, and from the Stephen Lee stable. She's slightly toey.
Yeah, she is. She's going okay there on the Northern River. She needs to bring another length, though, to her form if she's going to run top three today.
And Calm Seekers the 12, Matt Crop, Madeline Wishart.
Well, he goes around in everything, this guy, and he's usually competitive. And he bolted in last start. He shot clear at the top of the straight into Toowoomba, and it was a terrific win. I'd be saying yes.
I don't know. Maxie's mic is like on and backed, isn't he? $2.30 now.
Yeah, punters are really loving him here. He's got barrier. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether he can lead or does Celestial Soul want to lead here. No matter what, I think that the gallop up front's going to be nice. I'm with the 7. I'll just take the punt on him. I Am Lethal, that every change that's gone on with him has sparked him into some better form. So we'll go with him. Look, I've got Red Top still in there, although I would have preferred him to stay at the distance, but certainly respecting Team Sears, what they're doing. They're bringing him back in trip. He didn't really get much of a chance to wind up being tight for room in the straight the other day, so I was originally wanting to risk him, but looking at this race, there's not a lot of there's only a couple of horses that are really in form. So I'll leave him there, Red Top. Definitely prime asset. And the other one, Calm Seeker, number 12, I'm happily putting in. Not a big horse, and Matty Wishart riding him at 53.5. So that's certainly going to help that lightweight. 7, 4, 3, 12.
Yeah, I've tipped Always on Show, although there's no money for her, $9.50 to $12, more on an each way basis because she is yet to win fresh up from a spell. But I liked her recent trial in a group/listed trial at Newcastle. She ran 5th or 6th, was down the outside, but really not asked to do that much. Great form here at the track, so she's just got to be at her best here first up. Like I say, she hasn't won fresh up, but she has placed 3 or 5, so we'll see. More on an each way basis. Prime asset, definitely. I Am Lethal and Red Top, 6374 as we come to you, Anthony.
This morning, now $2.30, just continues to firm. 6 cents worth of deductions, but this was $3.90 when markets first went up, and now $2.30. I Am Lethal opened $9 today. It's now into $5.50. Clear second pick. Red Top, it opened at $6 today, up to $7.50. Celestial Souls at $11 and Calm Seekers at $12. Fast Coney $13. All about the 3 here. Prime asset. They've really zeroed in on the favourite in race number 5, second leg of the quaddie. If you've just joined us, don't forget that Belmont has been postponed, abandoned, so no racing coming through from Western Australia this afternoon due to inclement weather in the area. They've got a big front coming across over the west, storm, rain, lightning, thunder, the whole lot, so wind as well. So Belmont has been called off, take note. And later on this evening on Sky Thoroughbred Central at 7 p.m, myself, Neil Breen and Ray Thomas will do News Central for all your latest racing news, get an update on where we're at with the Everest, looking ahead to Saturday, and there was some inductees into the Racing Hall of Fame as well recently, so we'll touch on that. So plenty to get through. That's News Central this evening with Neil Breen, Ray Thomas and myself from 7 p.m, on Sky Thoroughbred Central. For the moment, though, we're up to race 5 at Doomben. Here's Josh Fleming for the call.
Back to us as well. Now, here's I Am Lethal about to go in, and Celestial Soul and Rose Of Duporth will complete the line. So 2 to move up here for the 5th of the day. Gate number 1 for the fave, Prime Asset. Lovely drop in grade, been racing well, drawn the plum barrier, top rider on. And the money coming for him too. So Celestial Soul going in with Rose Of Duporth. And the light turned on. Here we go. Barrier 1, the fave. All in. 13.50. Right to go. Marking time, Prime Asset the inside. Attendant hopping in with 1. Good line. Still holding. 1 bob in the head out wide. We're right now racing. Prime Asset was away fairly. Celestial Soul and Calm Seeker both began well. Kicking up is Prime Asset. The favourites up to 3rd, now 2nd in fact. Byron Eyes landing 4th, and further back to Always On Show. They're clear from Rose Of Duporth, and I Am Lethal drifting back with Fast Coney the outside, and Red Top's a length and a half away. So Prime Asset favourites in front now. 2nd Celestial Soul, and 3rd the outside 3 wide is Calm Seeker. 4th is Always On Show. 5th the outside is Byron Eyes. A length and a half to I Am Lethal. Rose Of Duporth on the fence, and further back to Fast Coney, 2nd last, and Red Top is at the rear. So Prime Asset just in front, not much pace so. Calm Seeker 3 wide going forward. Between them, Celestial Soul. A length and a half to Always On Show. Byron Eyes on the outside. Further back to I Am Lethal. Rose Of Duporth on the rail. Fast Coney creeping forward 3 wide, and Red Top's at the rear. Inside the 400 metres marker. Prime Asset the inside. Calm Seeker on the outside. Calm Seeker taking over for the moment. 3rd is Always On Show. Rose Of Duporth back nearer the inside, and Fast Coney's right down the outside. Byron Eyes in front. Calm Seeker. Prime Asset can't go with him. Running home late is Always On Show. Likewise, Rose Of Duporth, but Calm Seeker's in front, and Roy's won. Calm Seeker, 3/4 Always On Show. 3rd, Rose Of Duporth, followed by Red Top, Prime Asset, I Am Lethal, and then Fast Coney, Celestial Soul, and Byron Eyes at the rear.
He did it the tough way, Calm Seeker, but he did it well. He was too good. He only had 53.5 kilos on his back and 3 deep outside the other 2 leaders. Didn't bother him at all. He slips clear. Always on show, runs on well with Rose of Duporth. Poor old prime asset. Everything went pear-shaped at the start. When he missed the kick, he drove through. Celestial Soul was there trying to come back, but he was a little bit keen. And then 3 deep at them was Calm Seeker. So he did have a fair bit of pressure on him, prime asset. He's ended up finishing 4th spot. And the Hot Tempo saw Red Top run on from back in the field. I Am Lethal. The race was put on for him, but no cigar, no finish whatsoever. But it's all about Calm Seeker, trained by Matt Kropp, ridden by Matty Wishart. That's his 6th win from 42. It goes around in everything, all kinds of distances, Bernie, and he always puts in 100%.
He does, and he needed more than that today, didn't he? It was extraordinary. But, you know, the Madeline Wishart did a superb job because she knew she was posted. She knew she didn't want to use any more petrol from the tank to get around those 2. Obviously, they go pretty hard themselves. So she just took her pill and sat there and nursed him and made him think like he was bolting, and it worked a treat because you could see him coming around the home turn. He was just under double wraps, and he's been able to hold them off. So we're going to have a chat now with Matty Kropp. He's a little busy on the telephone, but thank you, Matty, and Katie, number 1. Very excited. She should be too. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did it tough, 3 wide from gate 4. But Matty, we just said be confident and positive, because I still think he's sort of at least a miler.
Yeah.
And rolling along suited him.
I think it was a very smart ride, actually, because those 2 horses that were leading her weren't horses that like to hand up. So she would have had to spend a lot of petrol probably to get around them.
Exactly. And that's what we thought it was going to be. We wouldn't have got past them again. So, yeah, it's a terrific ride.
So she just sat tight, and he thought he was boldy and thought he was a superstar, and he has been.
Well, his last win in Toowoomba was excellent. So, yeah, it's a confidence amazing thing.
So he's back to his best, you think?
So, yeah, hope you can keep going from here.
Good on you, Matty. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, there he is, winning trainer Matt Kropp. Calm Seeker. Oh, he was calm out there 3 deep too, wasn't he? 12 beat 6, 8 and 3. Back to you, Anthony.
Guineas behind Kovalika. Didn't quite measure up. Perhaps he wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he has had that good spell during the winter months, the beautiful winter months here, and he returned in good order at the Sunny Coast 2 weeks ago, running 3rd to Naval Trader. That was a solid race. I think Naval Trader can win on Saturday at Eagle Farm. Out of that, we have Poetic Drama and Sunset Soiree. They've both gone particularly well out of that race. So there's a bit to like about him. He's going to be fitter. The map is superb. It's Golan and Norman. It's up to him now.
Yeah, he looks superb as well, Maxie. He's sort of marching around with good intent. He looks fit as a fiddle. Great in the coat. Everything to like about him. Texas Storm will be number 9. Brett Owen from the Sunny Coast and Dan McGilvray.
Yeah, big fella's come into the yard. He's only had 1 run back, and it was okay in Toowoomba, finishing 3rd there to Love Somebody. This is a little bit harder. He's a 7 times winner, this guy.
Russian Warriors, number 10. Paula Barron trains with Anthony Allen. Crossover and Tongue Tie go on.
Yeah, only a new acquisition to the Barron stable of the Gold Coast. She ran here on 26th of August, was midfield behind Tidal Creek, who has since won again. And I thought went okay. She jumped well, but drifted back. There was no real finish, but it was good enough back to the Wednesdays. And I'm suggesting that if you are wanting one at a decent price here, that you could put this in, although $8.50 is not that decent a price, but I think she's one of only a few chances lining up here.
I agree. Let's look at Spiel now. 11, Stephen Lee, CJ Graham.
$41 has been racing well on the Northern Rivers in easier grade, but needs to bring that form up over the border.
15 is Highland Cathedral from the Annabelle Neesham stable, Damien Thornton, and 9 lengths, Maxie.
Yeah, big margin, wasn't it? And there's been very good support for this mare by Highland Reel. She's bred to run a lot further. It did take her 12 starts to win a race, and was $1.12 that day, so the opposition was only so-so, but it was an impressive win up the running, and from barrier one, gets every chance here to win again, up a fair bit in grade, I feel, though.
16 is Naughty Harry. Is he living up to his name today? Not really. He's behaving. Louise Dillon now trains this horse, Maxie, and Tiff Brooker in the saddle. Do you know Louise? No?
Not really,
No,
no.
I don't either yet.
Naughty Harry was originally with David Van Dyke. Actually won his first start here at Doomben. I remember it. It was like on a Magic Millions Day a couple of years ago. They had the secondary meeting here, but he's promised everything and delivered an Atlas. And he is naughty. That he's actually well named, but so I can't recommend him today.
And 17, this is Malalan and trained by Annabelle Nation with Carl Wilson Taylor.
6 starts, 1 win. That win was first up this preparation at Musselbrook, and then down the track at Kembla and the Sunny Coast.
Malalan? How do you say it?
I'd say
Malalan.
Melanin.
Malanin.
It's either Melanin or Melanin.
For a tattoo.
Is that a tattoo? I'm into him today.
And 17, this is Malalan and trained by Annabelle Neesham with Kyle Wilson Taylor.
6 starts, 1 win. That win was first up this preparation at Muswellbrook, and then down the track at Kembla and the Sunny Coast.
Alrighty, that is how they looked in the yard. Money for 5 crowns, Maxi, 5s into $4.
Yeah.
Favourite Rising Pacific, slightly easy, $2.10 to $2.30. What else are they backing? Oh, Highland Cathedral, 380 into 360.
Yes, probably a little bit short at that 2.10 half an hour ago, Rising Pacific. Given that I think, the other two have got genuine winning chances, 5 crowns and also Highland Cathedral. So probably around about 2.30, 2.40, more realistic. Happy to go with the 7. I can't fault anything here with Rising Pacific. Rounds. Russian Warrior I've got in for third, $9 at the moment, and then Highland Cathedral, 7, 2, 10 and 15. Could have a bit of a muck around with trifecta or a first 4 here with those numbers.
I'm pretty much the same, 7, 2, 15 and 10. So I think we've said it all. Let's get to Anthony for a market update. Yeah, that's hilarious.
And now $2.30. So very good firm about Rising Pacific. Subject to what there was only 5 cents worth of deductions if you bet early at that $3.30. So you've done really well if you bet early, and you're still on at sort of what's that, $2.95 or something. So a pretty good price if you're back to Rising Pacific early on. It's as I said, 2.30 and holds 4 times the amount of any other runner in terms of money. Okay, let's get to Josh. They're loading for race number 7, the last.
The 4th, ready as ever, took out the 3rd. Harbelle, race number 2, and Booming Lad, 1 race 1. So Bowen racing up north tomorrow. Ipswich down here in the southeast on Friday. Eagle Farm will be the metro venue this Saturday. Now, Super Gorgeous going into line. And last one to go forward is Naughty Harry. So only Naughty Harry to move in. Gate 3, the final favourite, Rising Pacific. Naughty Harry goes in. Red light on. Last race of the day, race 7, all in, racing, Highland Cathedral, and 5 crowns both began well, but 5 crowns now drifting back. There's Russian Warrior, Sato's Gal both going forward. Likewise, Tets the Storm out 4 wide. Handy's Rising Pacific the inside. Naughty Harry going forward quickly ahead of Melanin. And then we've got Super Gorgeous out 3 wide, drifting back now 5 crowns the inside of Spiel. A length and a half to Maui, who's gone back to the rear. So Sato's Gal's in front. Second now, Naughty Harry. Keen third, Texas Storm. And going forward there is Super Gorgeous out 3 and 4 wide. Next one's Highland Cathedral, Russian Warrior, a length and a half to Rising Pacific and Melanin, and they're clear from 5 crown Spiels on the outside, a length and a half to Maui. So Super Gorgeous in front, working forward again as Naughty Harry. Likewise out 3 wide, Texas Storm, Sutter's Gal 4th and 5th outside as Russian Warrior. Highland Cathedral's now 60 inside at Stablemate Melanin the outside, a length and a half to Rising Pacific, shuffle back to second last. Being passed by 5 crowns and Spiel out 3 and 4 wide going forward. And last of all is Maui, but Ormond's away from the fence of Rising Pacific. At the 450 and Super Gorgeous just in front here. Second, Naughty Harry. Third, 3 wide is Texas Storm. 4 wide is Melanin. Spiel is coming 5 and 6 wide. Sato's Gal, Russian Warrior. And back in behind those is 5 crowns. Out wide, Melanin here. Super Gorgeous, Texas Storm between them. Coming home as Russian Warrior as well. And also now getting out late as Rising Pacific coming down the outside. But Russian Warrior shot through, took over late as Rising Pacific, but Russian Warrior has won from Rising Pacific and Texas Storm. 4th is either Highland Cathedral or Maui, followed by Melanin. And then Spiel, Super Gorgeous, 5 crowns, Sutter's Gal and Naughty Harry at the rear.
Oh dear. Russian Warrior got through for Anthony Allen and Paula Barron. What about the run of Rising Pacific? Goodness gracious me. Oh, dear. He just over-raced badly in a very much muddling run affair and was the stiffest thing beat you'll ever see. Texas Storm gets third, a roughie. And we're just waiting on fourth. Anthony Allen just had to wait for a gap to appear nearer the inside. Russian Warrior, she's always had her fair share of ability, finds the right race here and has stolen a march on Rising Pacific, who was still last with 150 to go. If you're on him, you don't want to watch this head-on vision of the final part. Bernie, it was just stop-start, and that horse, second up, he just refused to come back underneath Jimmy Orman. But, we'll be all over him like a rash next time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Jimmy did everything to try and get him to settle, but he just couldn't do it. And then he was just all but touching heels for a lot of that race. And, yeah, it was just, as you say, it was just a train wreck. So Russian Warrior, on the other hand, was poised, just waiting to pounce. And Anthony Allen did a great job in steering this lady to winning today. So I'm looking for Paula. No, can't find Paula Barron yet here today. So she's had a city winner. Okay, we've got a loose horse here, people. Let's have a look. Horse 17, Malalan, Annabelle Nish. So Kyle Wilson-Taylor, I think they've caught it. Okay, no, she's not here today, Paula. So congratulations if you are watching, Paula. You've done a great job with this filly. All right, we'll hang around and we'll have a chat with Anthony Allen. Paula put the crossover and the tongue tie on today. She just had this, was better behaved in the run, I guess, than the favourite. She did everything right, and Anthony was able to slip back towards the inside and get the win. But it's a hard watch, I guess, if you're on the favourite. But this girl deserves it too. She had her first go at the mile last time out, and she was quite good in what was a very tough race. I think that was the Tidal Creek race from memory. And we saw him come out and win the feature Doomben Mile here on Saturday, so that form was really franked. She's actually always sort of threatened to be a nice Metro winner, and it's good to see her do that here today. Anthony Allen just catching up with the owner here. He recently had a stint in Macau. Lani's probably watching at home. And he rode this mare perfectly here today. I feel like I need to step in. Time is ticking, so I'll just grab Anthony for a quick chat. Well done. You got a beautiful run throughout, and second go at the mile, she's victorious.
Yeah, we're sort of in the tempo I was sort of just worried about, but no, we got there nicely and relaxed her, and she sort of just got a nice cover. That's the main thing with her. She seemed to really hit the line strong today and kept on running.
Did look slightly messy up front.
Yeah, sort of a couple there sort of trying to work themselves out early, but no, we stuck on, and my main thing was just trying to get her to settle, and she really sort of performed really well.
This horse previously with Alan Chow, who did a marvellous job with her, so Paula would have got a mare in good order.
Yeah, 100%. He sort of done a really nice job with her, and sort of just trying to find his feet, and I think the boss is right. They're sort of looking for the mile and I reckon she'll just hopefully just keep progressing.
Great stuff. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right. There is winning jockey Anthony Allen. He takes out the last race for Paula Barron. So well done there to the team. 10 beats 793. 139.29. Well, that's it for us for today's Doomben card. Hope you found a winner or two for Max and myself. We look forward to joining you tonight for the playbook, looking at Eagle Farm this Saturday. But for now, back to you, Anthony.